Are Propwash oscillations making your RC FPV unstable? If you have been flying your remote control first-person view drone and notice some wobbling or shaking, you might be experiencing Propwash oscillations. This issue can be particularly frustrating, especially during low-speed, high-throttle maneuvers or when flying aggressively close to the ground. So, what exactly is Propwash? It occurs when the turbulent air created by the propellers disrupts the airflow over your drone's frame and other propellers. This disruption forces the motors and flight controller to constantly adjust the power to keep the drone stable. As a result, you may notice a feedback loop where the motor speeds increase and decrease rapidly, creating that characteristic wobble or vibration. This instability is often driven by aerodynamic effects. When the propeller blades stall due to an increased angle of attack from the turbulent air, it can worsen the oscillations. One way to mitigate Propwash effects is by choosing the right propellers. Lower pitch propellers tend to handle Propwash better because they have a smaller effective angle of attack. On the other hand, higher pitch propellers are more prone to these oscillations. Additionally, slower spinning propellers in turbulent air can increase the angle of attack, making the problem worse. From the perspective of the flight controller, Propwash appears as oscillations in the proportional, integral, and derivative controller's error terms. If the flight controller is not tuned properly, it may react by rapidly adjusting motor speeds. This can lead to overshooting corrections, which can amplify oscillations instead of reducing them. To tackle this issue, you can start by tuning your proportional, integral, and derivative gains. Begin by increasing the proportional gain to improve responsiveness. Then, adjust the derivative gain to control oscillations without putting too much stress on the motors. Be cautious, as excessive derivative gain can lead to motor overheating and high-pitched oscillations, making your drone unstable or even causing it to fly away. Another effective strategy is to apply filtering settings in your flight controller firmware. This can help reduce noise and delay in sensor data, allowing you to use a higher derivative gain without causing oscillations. Features like Betaflight's dynamic idle can also help maintain a more consistent motor speed during Propwash conditions, further reducing those unwanted oscillations. In summary, Propwash oscillations can indeed make your remote control first-person view drone unstable. By carefully tuning your proportional, integral, and derivative gains, selecting the right propellers, and adjusting your flight controller settings, you can manage and minimize these oscillations. This will lead to a more stable and enjoyable flying experience.